Concerns of deputy gangs inside the LA County Sheriff's Department are hardly a thing of the past. Congresswoman Maxine has asked the Department of Justice to investigate the reported existence of a rogue violent deputy gang in Compton known as the Executioners. Her letter references the testimony of Deputy Art Gonzalez, a whistleblower from the Compton Sheriff's Station, who claimed the deputy who shot and killed an 18-year-old college student last year was chasing ink, or seeking membership into a tattooed group of deputies called the Executioners.
There are parties after, after shootings. They call them 998 parties. Some people say it's to celebrate that, the deputy's alive, and others believe it's, to celebrate that, they're going to be inking somebody.
What does 998 mean?
It's a deputy-involved shooting.
The Congresswoman joins us now to elaborate on her concerns. Congresswoman Waters, what do you hope to gain from a federal investigation into the LA County Sheriff's Department?
I have asked for a federal investigation because the rumors of gangs inside the Sheriff's Department have been going on for many years. And we know that there are tattoos identifying the various deputies with a particular gang that they are associated with. And in Compton, it is off the scale in terms of the way that the deputies have been beating and shooting young people, mostly unarmed men, in the Compton area. And so I really got very much concerned about the killing of Andres Guardado and also Dejan Ikize. They were both killed by deputies. And of course, the rumor is that the deputy that killed Andres was inking in, or he was getting his tattoo because he had basically been initiated into the gang. There's a lot of information about gangs in the Sheriff's Department, not only in Compton, but all over in the various divisions. And so I think it's time we get to the bottom of this and we understand. I know that the sheriff has been saying that he has gotten rid of the gangs. But of course, just saying that is an admission that there are gangs, that there were gangs, and we have no proof that he's gotten rid of them. And certainly it does not appear that he's gotten rid of them as we learn this information about Andres Guardado. And of course, you also just showed the testimony of a deputy that was willing to come forward and blow the whistle on what's going on. And so we've got to get to the bottom of it. And I've decided that I'm going to find out with this investigation, and we're going to know what is going on and what can be done to rid the Sheriff's Department of all of these alleged gangs.
Well, your letter goes on that says there exists a clear pattern and practice of LASD deputies affiliating with white supremacist militant police gangs, with the Executioners only being the latest example. And you go on to list other alleged gangs, including the Vikings, the Regulators, the Jump Out Boys, the 3000 Boys, the Banditos, with lawsuits about this dating back to the 1990s. How has this been allowed to go on for so long?
First of all, let me just say that we know, because of the jobs that police are supposed to do to protect and serve, they have a lot of support. People do want to be protected. People do want their communities to be free of crime and gangs. And so they've gotten a pass, basically. And also, you know, that inside the Sheriff's Department, they support each other and they make excuses for each other. As a matter of fact, the rumor is, and that has been going on for a long time, if you basically tell on or reveal information about one of your peers, that you become a target if you're inside the sheriff's division there. And so this is not something that we're just learning about. It has gone on for a long time, and we have not been able to get to the bottom of it because I don't think that there's been a deep investigation. That's what I'm looking for by the federal government, to get in here and find out whether or not there is a pattern of this kind of activity inside the Sheriff's Department.
Right. I mean, I'll add that Deputy Art Gonzalez, who we just aired a clip of him blowing the whistle, he now says that he's being retaliated against as we speak by the department. And I just want to get in one more thing. During a question and answer session this past week, Sheriff Villanueva took a question from someone who asked him about you. Let's take a listen.
Okay, this is Narayanan Thekapat. Common spelling? Okay. Sheriff, Maxine Waters says you have execution squad and wants the U.S. DOJ to investigate you. Your thoughts? Well, my thoughts is Maxine Waters is returning a favor to the L.A. County political establishment. Hey, let's throw another rock at the sheriff because we're getting beat up because we failed on the homeless front. And so, hey, so she's a good trooper and she follows orders, and there she goes. Because almost the exact same letter was done by 2 congressmen about half a year ago. This is nothing new. So what they do, rinse and repeat the same thing. And hopefully that get people to get distracted.
So what are your thoughts on the sheriff coming out and saying that this is a distraction?
That's purely a lame excuse for dealing with a serious issue. As a matter of fact, the way that he has responded to it is, nothing to it. There's no real truth. And then he got political with it, talking about I'm following the guidelines, I guess, of the Democratic Party, et cetera. Everybody knows that I'm an independent person who tackles tough issues. And so I'm going to move forward with it. And all of this talk that he's doing about he's gotten rid of them, he's going to have to prove it. And we're going to go deep into what happened to Andres Guardado and with Dijon Kizzy, and we're going to get the truth. And I'm not going to back up. That was a lame excuse that he gave, and he's not believable.
All right, Congresswoman Maxine Waters, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll keep staying on this issue. Thank you.
Please do, and I appreciate it, because we've got to make sure that the people that we pay to protect and serve us are not killing us. Thank you.